Dzień dobry. Mass Effect, skrzynka odbiorcza, nowe wiadomości. Nie ma takiego numeru. Idea. Orange Pop. Kopytko. Dobra, wymyślam sobie. Nieważne. Dziękuję w imieniu córki. Teraz już nie wymyślam. To już naprawdę czytam. Tak. Nadawca Diana. Albo Diana. W sumie nie wiem. Komandor Shepard. Aria Tillow powiedziała mi, gdzie wysłać tę wiadomość. Jestem Diana, matka Nef. Mieliśmy okazję rozmawiać podczas twojego dochodzenia w sprawie jej śmierci. Aria powiedziała mi też, że w jednym z luksusowych apartamentów znaleziono martwą Asari i że to ona zabiła moją córkę. Dziękuję. Nie wiem, co sprawiło, że nasze drogi się zeszły, ale dziękuję za pomszczenie mojej córki. Moja Nef zasługiwała na lepszy los. Ja nie mogłam dać jej zbyt wiele, ale przynajmniej dzięki tobie zginęła suka, która odebrała jej wszystko, co miała. Z wdzięcznością, Diana. Albo Diana. Nie wiadomo. Jak ktoś jest taki mało bystry, na przykład jak ja, ale ja w to grałem, więc wiem, to chodzi o pomoc tej Samarze. No. Druga nowa wiadomość. Po powrocie z żeńskiego obozu. No, to jest tak a propos tej pomocy Mordinowi. Urdnot Drak. Drogi człowieku, przywódca klanu powiedział mi, jak się z tobą skontaktować. Nie pamiętam zbyt dobrze, co się wydarzyło, ale główny zwiadowca powiedział, że ocaliłem Bigla tylko dzięki tobie, kiedy mnie zapłapali i zatruli w obozie Warlocków. Dzięki. Następnym razem, kiedy będę miał okazję zabić człowieka, nie zrobię tego. Chyba że wpadnę w jakiś szał krwi czy coś. Praktycznie jestem wzruszony. Jak doszedłem do siebie, odwiedziłem żeński obóz i było tam całkiem nieźle. Wcześniej zastanawiałem się nad wstąpieniem do krwawej hordy, ale teraz myślę, że tu zostanę. Urdnot Drak, zwiadowca drugiej klasy. Wygląda co najmniej na pierwszoklasistę. Ostatnia nowa wiadomość. Do dowódcy Grunta. No to chyba wiadomo, że chodzi o pomoc Gruntowi. Nadawca szaman Urdnotów. Do licha nie cierpię z tego korzystać, ale musisz wiedzieć, co następuje. Należysz do krantu Grunta i jesteś jego dowódcą. Nie daj więc mu zginąć. Muszę tu zachować grzeczność, odegrać swoją rolę. Ale nasz gatunek wymiera. Kroganie zawsze cenili przetrwanie bardziej niż tradycję. Jeśli mamy przeżyć jako gatunek... Przepraszam. Jeżeli mamy przeżyć jako gatunek, potrzebujemy twojego wyhodowanego w zbiorniku Grunta. O, Kir był szaleńcem, ale miał plan, a tego nie da się powiedzieć o zbyt wielu na tej skale. Więc przywieź go z powrotem ze swojej cholernej misji, potrzebujemy go. Jeśli wszyscy zginiecie, odeszczam się na wasze groby. Szaman Urdnotów. Ja bardzo lubię bezpośredniość Krogan. Oni są tacy bezpośredni. Okej. Jako że mamy pomogliśmy paru osobom i dawno nie było mnie na statku w rozmowie, no to teraz jest ten czas, że sobie pogadamy.
Still hard to believe Malin betrayed me. Betrayed my work. Disgusted by his actions. Proud of his nerve, though. Always thought he lacked backbone. Hope he finds something new. Better goal, better purpose. Fewer torture tests.
What about Malin's data on the genophage? His attempts at a cure?
What about it? Have it over there somewhere. Not dealing with it now. Need to focus on collectors. Not important now, regardless. Appreciate you helping me back on Tuchanka. Should get back to work. Wasted enough time already. Lots to do. Talk later?
On jest dosyć konkretny. Jak nie on. Do Jacoba nie ma co iść, bo ten nudziarz i tak nie ma nam nic do powiedzenia. Kelly raczej wątpię również w to, że ma nam coś do powiedzenia. Kto ma nam coś do powiedzenia? Na pewno Grunt. Na pewno Tain i na pewno Samara. Grunt był tutaj, jeżeli dobrze pamiętam. Backburtowa ładownia. Uszanowanko, Grunt.
Heard not grunt. I like it. I have a clan. That makes me... It makes me want to fight, not just able to. And Uvink, I wanted to disembowel him, to tear out his spine like a trophy.
We started this because you were losing control. Now you sound more violent than ever.
Rex said I was normal. Just had this built-up stuff because of being grown in the tank. Now that I know it's not an outside thing, and I have a place as a Krogan, I like it. Our enemies are in trouble, Shepard, and we better not run out of targets.
There's no danger of that. They're practically lining up.
Everyone gets a turn. Ha! Wouldn't want it any other way.
Fajnie. Przynajmniej szybko to idzie. Znaczy nie, żebym nie chciał z nim dłużej pogadać, po prostu no konkretni są panowie, trzeba im to przyznać. Na tym pokładzie to zawsze więcej osób chce z nami gadać. Zacznijmy od Tejna, bo z nim te dialogi są jakieś takie najdłuższe ostatnio. Znaczy ostatnio, zawsze. Tejn po prostu jest ciekawą postacią, ma nam dużo do powiedzenia.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Very well. I am.
O, no
I
proszę.
had been recording a message for Kolyat.
How are things going with him?
It is difficult. All things worth keeping are. I never explained. I suppose the story of my wife's death took you by surprise.
I figured you'd explain to me when you were ready.
I appreciate your patience. I kept my work clear of our home life. I assumed that would be enough to protect Erica. That memory I mentioned before. Laser dot trembles on the target's skull. The smell of spice on a spring wind. Sunset eyes defiant in the scope. That was Erica. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way.
So how did she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
I had to meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to the world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
I guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles. Not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met? I thought she was the goddess Hirashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
When you talked to Kolyat, you said she died.
I let myself become complacent. I thought Erica and Kolyat were safe. I stayed away too long, and my enemies came for her.
Who came for her?
Batarians, a slaver ring that was preying on Hanar outer colonies. I'd killed their leaders. They paid the shadow broker to find out who I was. But they were afraid of me, so they went after her.
Jak można zaatakować żonę, bo boisz się swojego celu? W sensie, ale nie boisz się, że ten cel będzie chciał się zemścić za to, że zabiliście mu żonę.
You told Kolyat that you hunted her killers down.
No właśnie.
Erica woke me up. When she passed, I returned to my battle sleep. My body hunted her killers, murdered them. I was taught to grant death quickly, cleanly, to minimize suffering. Them, I let them linger.
You were operating on instinct. By your own rules, you can't blame yourself.
But I made the choice to hunt them. They're the only lives I've ever taken of my own choice. The only deaths on my own conscience. I haven't spoken about my wife, and I don't think I ever have. I didn't have anyone left to tell it to.
Nie wiem, czy wy to też tak słabo słyszycie?
Thane, the worst thing is to face death with regrets. You're part of my crew, and I consider you a friend. If there's anything I can help you with, just ask.
I've never been part of a team.
Ale chyba jest okej.
Assassins tend to be solitary. I'm learning the virtues of facing death with others at your side. It's a work in progress.
Ten jest spoko. Chyba moja ulubiona postać z takich towarzyszy w dwójce. Kasumi też jest spoko, ale jest małomówna. Zobaczmy, są Samary słychać. Samary też lubię bardzo.
Shepard,
I wanted to check in.
I am always happy to talk with you.
I'm interested in hearing more about Asari Justicars.
Ale wiecie, że tam są kanapy.
We hold a
Zresztą.
unique place in Asari culture. Justicars are from another era. Young Asari grow up watching vids about our adventures. Pure fiction, of course. Some Asari are uncomfortable with us, but so few Justicars exist that most have never met one.
There are only a few Justicars?
Few Asari wish to make the sacrifices necessary to become one of us, and the training has a high casualty rate. It is a life of constant danger. Throughout the entire galaxy, there are only a handful of us at any time.
Why would anyone want to be a Justicar?
It is a deeply personal matter. Sometimes the most brutal path is the only honest one.
This code of the Justicar seems central to your life.
It is 5,000 sutras and covers every situation one can encounter. I have memorized every word. There is only the code.
Trudno mi w to wierzyć. Jak można 5000 sutr, cokolwiek to jest sutr. Czy to jest jakiś rodzaj, nie wiem, wiersza? Czy chodzi o stronę? Nie wiem, co to jest sutr. Sutra serca. Nie wiem, co to jest, szczerze mówiąc.
Sometimes justice calls for mercy.
It does not exist to bring about spiritual enlightenment. Its purpose is to punish the wicked and protect the innocent.
The Asari I've spoken to seem conflicted about Justicars.
In this age, people see shades of gray everywhere. The code of the Justicar is black and white. I might seem a hero to many, but I would kill all of them if I had to.
To niezbyt fajnie. W sensie, świat nie jest czarno-biały. Szkoda, że wasz zakon nie idzie z duchem czasu. Znaczy, generalnie, że nie jest jakiś taki normalny. Nie
What
wiem.
role do you think Justicars have in Asari society?
I would say that the closest human equivalent is a knight errant in your medieval lore. Perhaps mixed with a bit of samurai.
What does your code say about killing?
I am compelled to kill the wicked. If a Justicar is involved, peaceful solutions are long past.
You make killing sound so casual.
I remember each being I have slain. They are always in my thoughts.
Does the code forbid romantic involvement?
It does not. However, I would never be interested in such. That part of my life is well behind me.
You could meet someone who reawakens those desires.
I am nearly 1,000 years old. I know myself and my desires. But your curiosity is quite welcome.
You know about knights errant and samurai?
When I knew I must leave Asari space again, I studied the history and morals of new species. When I was a maiden wandering the galaxy, humans had not yet arrived.
What did your studies tell you about us?
You are more individualistic than any other species I have encountered. If 3 humans are in a room, there will be 6 opinions. I like your species. I am curious to see what you will do.
Do widzenia.
I should go.
I'm glad we spoke.
Nie jestem pewien, czy to nie jest już ostatnia nasza rozmowa, Samaro. Lubię Samarę, jest taka wyniosła, dostojna.
Commander's put together an impressive team. I've never worked with so many aliens before.
They're a small army. We might just pull this mission off.
Szkoda, że nie mogę tej małej armii wykorzystywać od razu w każdej z misji, tylko mogę wziąć maksymalnie 2. Kto to wymyślił?
Shepard, need me for something?
Pogadamy?
Have you got a minute?
Can it
To
wait
nie
for
może,
the-
dobra,
I
okej.
have some calibration.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Wal się na drzewo, Garus. Będę jedna. Tylko kalibracja i kalibracja. Komputery. Czy mnie coś mnie tutaj... Nie. Wszystkimi pogadałem, co trzeba było pogadać. Może przystąpić do kolejnego naszego celu. A mam tu na myśli pomoc Tali, bo tylko ona się biedna nam ostała. I o, co za przypadek, już tutaj jesteśmy. No, coś niemożliwego. Wędrowna Flota. Jest to jedyny raz, kiedy jesteśmy w wędrownej flocie, więc warto to popodziwiać. Jak można się spodziewać, będziemy się bić z getami. Kogo weźmiemy razem z Tali? Ona jest technolożką, więc warto byłoby wziąć kogoś, kto zna biotykę. Wziąłbym Garusa, ale on nie ma pojęcia. Chociaż w sumie jak będziemy się bić z getami, to na cholerę mi ta biotyka. Dobra, Garus. Wjeżdżasz. Motykarz mija, strzelba getów i kat. Może tego kata ci zmienię na falangę. I okej, dobra.
This is Tali was nemen Raya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Tali.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Lubię Quarian. Mają bardzo schierarchizowane społeczeństwo. Ale nie dlatego ich lubię. Po prostu lubię ich jako gatunek. Są tacy oddani.
Captain Shepard, Tali told me a lot about you. I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
I never actually reached the rank of captain. Technically, I'm no longer in the Alliance military at all.
You're the commander of the Normandy, responsible for the lives aboard it. That entitles you to respect among our people. May you stand between your crew and harm as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars.
Kila Salai. It's an old ship captain's blessing, Shepard.
Tali helped the Normandy's crew out of many difficult situations. I'm here to return the favor.
I understand. As the commander of the vessel she serves on, your voice carries weight. I wish I could do more to help, Tali. The trial requires that I be officially neutral, but I'm here if you need to talk. They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
You sent Geth materials back to the migrant fleet?
Yes, my father was working on a project. He needed the materials. If I sent back something that was only damaged, not permanently inactive, no, I checked everything. I was careful.
Technically, I'm under orders to place Tali under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
Szczęścia nie potrzebujemy. Mamy Sheparda i jego zmysł charyzmy. Nazwę to w ten sposób. Dobra, z tym kapitanem o coś możemy z tobą pogadać? Nie.
I can't believe they're charging Tali with such a thing.
If Tali can't even get a Quarian captain to stand for her, she's as good as convicted.
No i tu się chłopie mylisz akurat. Swoją drogą, bardzo mi ten angielski, którym mówią gety, w sensie ten ich akcent, bardzo mi przypomina rosyjski. Nie wiem, czy wam też.
Tali was Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron! Shepard vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaran vas Tonbay. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
I take it being associated with a human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Tali Zora Vasnima. Whatever we must call you legally.
To takie jest pocieszenie.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side?
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
W sumie nie myślałem na tym od tej strony, ale to jest chyba moja ulubiona misja lojalnościowa ze wszystkich towarzyszy. Bo ona jest zupełnie inna. Jest w niej i strzelanie, i dyplomacja, i kompletnie coś innego. Fez mi się to podoba. Jest też najbardziej rozwinięty wątek, tak wydaje mi się. Nie jest tak po macoszemu zrobiony jak na przykład wątek Grunta.
I'll do everything in my power to help you, Tali.
Thank you, Shepard. I could not ask for a better counselor.
Wiadomo.
Our legal rules are simple. There are no legal tricks or political loopholes for you to worry about. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you. This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Kila Salai.
Kila Salai.
The accused Tali Zora Vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against a charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Debil, kurwa.
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
Objection withdrawn.
Świetnie.
Shepard Vas Normandy, your crew member Tali Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
No pewnie. Tylko dajcie mi dialogi. To wszystkich rozjadę. Haha! Shepard, jedziesz z tym.
If it helps Tali, I will. But in her heart, she remains Tali Zora Vas Nima, a proud member of the migrant fleet. I regret that her captain is forbidden to stand at her side today.
Nobody has been forbidden from anything. It is a simple...
Lie to them if you must, Chorus, but don't lie to me and expect me to stay silent. The human is right.
Admirals, please. Shepard's willingness to represent Tali Zora in this hearing is appreciated. Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
How could Tali have brought guests to the fleet while serving on the Normandy?
To clarify, Shepard, Tali isn't accused of bringing back entire units, only parts that could spontaneously reactivate.
But I would never send active guests to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
What? Oh, Kila.
I appreciate the need for this trial, Admirals. But right now, our first concern must be the safety of the migrant fleet. The Normandy stands ready to assist in whatever capacity necessary.
Thank you. Quarian strike teams have attempted to retake the ship, so far without success.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you bastet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
With your permission, Admirals, yes. The good of the fleet must come first. And Tali needs to find her father.
Agreed. And if you die on this worthy mission, Tali, we will see that your name is cleared of these charges.
We can discuss that later.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Wracam za 15 minut.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admirals sound sure that my father is already dead, but... I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Understood.
Whatever Geth are on the Alarai have likely built more of themselves. Expect heavy resistance.
No wiadomo, że będzie opór. Chyba o to właśnie chodzi w walce z Getami, nie? Ale dobra, pogadamy sobie jeszcze, póki tu jesteśmy.
How did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Zaraz. A to ty!
I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know. I didn't. But thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I've come this far.
Mirał Zen.
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
Tali was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed us all without her help.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
Opinia na temat Getów. Nie interesuje mnie pani opinia na temat Getów. Widać jak na dłoni. Widać jak na dłoni, że sama byś chętnie poeksperymentowała, gdyby ci pozwolono. Kal Rigar. O, z tobą to chętnie pogadam.
Shepard, Tali Zora. Good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Tali Zora. I've served with her, and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Cal.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haystrom. She and Admiral Gerrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side. then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy.
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haestrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haestrom's sun?
Keela, I hope not. If they can screw up a star, our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
I hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material. Probably not something to worry about now, but resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
How have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haestrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops, Tali. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
Jakim cudem wyście jeszcze nie wyginęli wszyscy?
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe out there.
I też jestem ciekawy, jak musicie pachnieć. W sensie... No oni muszą fajnie śmierdzieć, nie? Bo nie wychodzą przecież na prysznic, ani się nie kąpią w wannie. Chyba że mają jakieś systemy kąpania się w tym czymś.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alarai. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
I know you're trying to help her, Admiral, but that was over the line.
She has nobody else to speak for her, Shepard. I am doing everything in my power. That's what her father would have wanted.
Don't say it like that. He could still be alive on that ship.
You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Nie, w sumie nie.
Good luck on the Alarai.
Even during the hearing, Tali's
To jest...
thought is to protect the fleet.
Jakoś nie mam specjalnie... A, bo dobra.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Ron got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And you're Captain Shepard, Admiral Hangarel Vasnima. You got Admiral Corris backing up worse than a Krogan toilet. I'm glad to see Tali's captain knows how to handle a courtroom.
I'm just here to help Tali, Admiral.
I'm glad someone is.
You believe I'm innocent, don't you, Admiral?
I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Mogę znowu wypytać o to samo.
Thanks for the information.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
Ale szczerze mówiąc... No co, no widać jak na dłoni, że ten nie znosi tego. Tamta jest neutralna i jest trochę dziwna. Ta stara się pomóc, ale na swój sposób. Ten jest bardziej przychylny, a ten jest absolutnie nieprzychylny.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vas Nima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalcorus Vas Quib Quib. Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in
Quib
this, Tali,
Quib.
truly. But you have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
Nie no, przecież ja muszę o to zapytać.
You have a ship named Quib Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures, and have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Defrons or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib Quib, and I will not flee because of petty insults.
Jest to po prostu zabawne. Ale czemu w sumie nie lubisz
What
Tali?
exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Sarah are to be lauded. But, like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created, the people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
A, on jest przychylny getom. To też jest dosyć istotne. Znaczy nie w tym momencie, ale kiedyś będzie.
Goodbye, Talizora. Be well.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
No to ciekawe, czemu jesteś taki opryskliwy. Rozumiem, że to tutaj, tak?
Loyalty to the fleet is about more than just killing Geth. Talizor is guilty.
Albo i nie tu.
Talizora Vas Nima. Oh, sorry. I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard Vas Normandy.
Dobra, jesteśmy gotowi.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Talizora. Kila Selai.
Kila Selai. Ładne powiedzonko. Widzę, że z grubej rury, Shepard. Amunicja drążąca. Jak w ogóle wygląda nasza drużyna? W sensie mam tutaj... Nie, absolutnie nie. Dobra. Zmieniamy oczywiście na coś mniejszego i bardziej podręcznego. Ty zrób, Garus, to samo. Aha, już nas zauważyłeś. Okej. Dawaj mi tarczę. Lubię strzelać do getów w tej części. Oni są tacy poddatni na ataki. Z przeciążenia gada.
Got you.
I nawet jeżeli ma... jeżeli nie ma tarcz, to i tak go można z łatwością zabić. Dobra. Kolejny. Nie wstawaj. Co tu mamy? Laptop. Hwariański dziennik. Graj?
Something's slowing down the systems. We're taking down the firewalls to rebalance load distribution. Railzora ordered us to bypass standard safeties. Following security protocols will take too long.
Ogniwka. Czekaj, coś tutaj jeszcze było, od czego nie widziałem? Bo coś mi się podświetliło, ale to chyba tylko to. Okej. Dalej, 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 dalej! Dużo pomieszczeń. Sonda naprawcza. Terminal! Aha! Hakowanie. Hakowanie. Tak, jest. Dawaj pieniądzore. Pieniądze dawaj.
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to be in working order, something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves, signs of modification, clues to their thinking.
Nie ma to w tym momencie chyba żadnego znaczenia, ale...
Sometimes I left packages at secured drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home and Father would send a small ship.
Haystrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever we can, whenever we can. Within reason. We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
Wydaje mi się, że gorszą wiadomością by było, jeżeli to jest tylko twoja opcja. Nie odpowiadasz za ojca.
All of them. Rail Zora.
Shut it down! Shut everything down! They're in the system!
Co to było? Jakieś słowo komentarza? Nic? Monitor? Hakowanie. Jak mnie to wkurza. I trzeba czekać, bo teraz się akurat nie wylosował ten element, który jest potrzebny. No nareszcie. O, ulepszenie. Siła tarczy getów? No gety to nie mają za mocnych tarcz. Przynajmniej nie dla mnie. Jeszcze jeden komputer. A! Co mnie straszysz, cholero jedna? Byś się wstydził. Tak wyłazić. Czekaj, gdzie to tutaj coś jest? Tu jest jakiś dziennik, okej. To graj. Cholera. Przydałyby się napisy, nie? A, damy radę. Idealnie wyłączyłem. Tak samo jak ona przestała mówić. Dobra. Była to wzruszająca historia.
This should punch through their armor.
Tali. Ach, Tali. Dobra, wstawaj dziocha, bo normalnie... Ja czasami to z tobą nie mogę. Garus. Jezu, jakie z was są łamagi czasami. Trochę więcej ludzi, trochę was obejdą w koło i wy już klękacie wszyscy. Nie wiem jak wam, ale mi by było wstyd. Dawaj tarczę. Metoda małych kroczków jest zawsze najlepsza. Jop. Fiu. Dobra, wszyscy, bo Garus wstał. Odzyskam sobie apteczkę. Dziękuję bardzo. Coś tutaj jeszcze się znajduje? Może? Rafinowany palat. Niech będzie i palat, no, trudno. Wolałbym pierwiastek 0, szczerze mówiąc. Sejf ścienny i jaha, dawaj. Tak cię zhakuję, że będziesz nie do rozhakowania. Co ja pierdzielę?
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left. They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
Do you think testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only sent Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient. You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
Did you know what kind of tests your father was running?
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
Could any of that data clear your name?
Doubtful. This is mostly results data, effects of different disruptive hacking techniques. I don't understand all of it. But they may have been activating the Geth deliberately. I don't know. Nothing here says specifically, but if they were, then Father was doing something terrible. What was all this, Father? You promised you'd build me a house on the homeworld. Was this going to bring us back home?
Maybe it's time for your people to let go of reclaiming your world from the Geth.
You have no idea what it's like. You have a planet to go back to. My home is one hull breach away from extinction.
You've got a place here, Tali. Don't throw it away in a war you don't need.
Don't need? Shepard, if I don't wear a helmet in my own home, I die. A single kiss could put me in the hospital. Every time you touch a flower with bare fingers, inhale its fragrance without air filters, you're doing something I can't. Damn the pilgrimage. Without it, I might never have known what I was missing, what we had lost when we lost our homeworld.
Have the Quarians considered colonizing a new world?
We'd have enough difficulty reacclimating to our own native environment. Adjusting for exposure to a foreign colony would be even harder. It's the difference between 60 years and 600. For anyone alive now to watch a sunset without a mask, we must take back our home. At the very least, we can take back one ship. Come on.
Tali się zawiodła na mnie, znaczy na Shepardzie. Ale cóż. Po pierwsze to ona nie ma racji, a trochę ma rację, wiadomo, jak to w takich przypadkach bywa, zawsze jest jedno z dwojga zawsze.
Go.
Fakt jest faktem, że tu są tylko jedne schody, więc jestem na wygranej pozycji już od samego początku. Coś jak Garus w tej swojej misji, jak go werbowaliśmy. Choć naparzają na nas grubo. kostkę trzeba zawsze dziabnąć w pierwszej kolejności. Bo się menda odradza. Spoko. Nie ma tarczy, jest tarcza. Ale jedna rzecz mnie... Co ty strzelasz? Aha, z tej strony, że tam ktoś jest, tak? No jeżeli był, to już go nie ma. Mniejsza z tym. Nie rozumiem trochę tego, bo nawet dzisiaj, jakby oni wrócili na swoją planetę, to i tak nie mogą żyć tam bez tych swoich kombinezonów. To jest dziennik, to później. A dlaczego ludzie albo inne gatunki mogą chodzić bez tych masek w różnych miejscach?
First entry. Our hacking attempts failed. The Geth have an adaptive consciousness. Hack one process and the others autocorrect. Still, we're making progress. Rail Zora is convinced we'll have a viable system in less than a year. This weapon will put our people back on the homeworld, and it's all because of Rail Zora.
Jaka jest cienka linia pomiędzy uratowaniem swojej planety i powrotem do własnej ojczyzny, a zdradem stanu, nie?
Father! No. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program maybe. You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this. You wouldn't leave me to...
Hey, come here.
Damn it. I'm sorry.
You've got nothing to be sorry about.
Maybe he would have known I'd come. Maybe he left a message.
A tego możesz być pewna akurat.
Tali, if you are listening, then I am dead. The Geth have gone active. I don't have much time. Their main hub will be on the bridge. You'll need to destroy it to stop their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Hangerl and Daro Zen see the data. They must.
Thanks, Dad.
He knew you'd come for him. He was trying to help you. It's not perfect. It's not what you wanted. But it's the best he could do.
I don't know what's worse. Thinking he never really cared, or thinking that he did, and that this was the only way he could show it. It doesn't matter. One way or the other, I cared. And I'm here. And we're ending this.
I dobrze.